Hello everyone and welcome to a project update video. This is going to be kind of talking about an app that I have been iterating for about 4 years now, where I've deployed it in different facets, I've rebuilt it, and kind of some of the things that I've learned throughout the process. This is going to be kind of focused on this shop that I am recently deployed. This is plotly.pro, where I'm going to be offering tutorials. So just to kind of show you what some of these tutorials look like. It's a way for you to kind of jump in between files. I structured it in a way so that you can easily click on anything. I also provide videos on some of the files. So if you click on a specific file, there might be a video associated with it where you can click on the video, you can watch the video while actually coding along with it. And it's just kind of a way for me to create something interactive and of value. So I've taught a lot of students on Udemy in the past, and they take about 40 to 60% of the profit of any course I sell. So it's really smart to kind of move what you are doing away from middlemen, and that's the reason why I'm kind of building this out. So I'm basically, whenever I went about creating the products in the shop, everything was created with the Stripe API. And Stripe just charges a baseline 2.5% on the products that you create. And I can kind of show this a bit further and how I've been able to build this out. I think that the dashboard does a really cool job of kind of showing the back ends of all this. I have to log in, but once I sign in, you can get an idea of the admin portal, really just being able to track all the sales and the revenue over time, the top products that are being sold. I dive into finances and I show a bunch of different charts and relating to that. Transactions, you can go into customers or products, you can see the products that I'm selling. But yeah, this is a really engaging way to get to know your customer, kind of leveraging the data science that the Dash framework provides and integrating it with e-commerce with the Stripe API and building out something that honestly I'm pretty proud of. I also wanted to make sure that whenever you add products, everything looks clean. Like this is the shopping cart. I can go over here. I can add another product, and then I can go to checkout. And then as you can see, these are the products. You can add more if you want, or you can just stay with what you have. And then once you go to checkout, it's going to take you to a checkout page. Once you pay, then it's going to send you to the order completion. And then if you go over to orders, we can see that the order that we just made went through. So other than all of that logic, I also was able to structure it in a way. I know that this doesn't show it. This is just my test environment. But in actual production, if you download a file or a product that has a file associated with it, there'll be a download link. If you basically pay for an API, it will automatically generate the API key, and you can copy it from here as well. So it's a way for me to deliver digital products instantly to my users, which I didn't have in my previous iterations. So kind of just wanted to show you some of the other applications that I built that kind of led to this. I started using Django to kind of build this out, but I really wasn't happy with the design. I was basically using HTML, JavaScript, and some jQuery to kind of get some of the functionality. And it operated, it worked. This one was originally connected with PayPal, and it used the Django account basically to allow you to log in and register. Moving on to my previous iteration, what came after that, this was all built with Django Oscar. The same thing with this one. They're both built with Django Oscar as the template. So this was another Django application. This was a little bit better. It resized better on mobile. It had a better description. It had to add to your wish list and add to your cart. And as you can see, whenever I add it to my cart, it gets shown and then you can check out. The only thing is like, I don't know. I don't think that this was perfect in regards of mobile design. I think that it was kind of clunky in a way, and I wanted to move away from basically using Django. So this led me to building everything out in Dash. Specifically, I used Dash main time components to design the layout. And what I got from that is something that resizes on mobile very, very nicely. It looks a lot more professional, in my opinion. It's a bit cleaner. I want to add a little bit more in the product description. But overall, as you can see in mobile, everything just works and it looks really nice, and it kind of shows that I know what I'm doing, which is big because you need something that is trustworthy and something that is elegant with the best UI UX design practices. So this is my about page, which kind of shows some of the components that I built out. It shows some of the enterprise customers I've been working with, kind of talks about my story and what I've accomplished in regards of like total downloads, total students taught, and how many YouTube subscribers I have over 10 years of experience. So yeah, overall, I'm just kind of curious to see what you guys have to say about this. I think that this is a improvement. Curious to see what you think in regards of the design. What could I do to make this better? What would you like to see? I think I'm going to kind of showcase a course full feature that dives deep into building out an e-commerce site with Plotly and Dash, and I'll probably release it in my tutorial section. So keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, I'm also working with Plotly directly in their marketing team. So I've already kind of started the legwork on some really amazing YouTube videos. And it's any of these blue ones right now, but you can kind of look through them and you could see if I'm there or not. And yeah, I'm excited for some of the ones that are about to release because we have in works one that kind of talks about integrating Stripe and how to run data science on that and how to basically offer products for sale. So that's going to be a really good video, but I'd like to build out a full feature tutorial on my own and kind of offer some other tutorials from stuff that I have learned in my career. And this is a really great way for me to do that. So yeah, with that, I will include in the links down below where you can find this new application that I have recently deployed, and you can kind of look through it yourself and let me know what you think. But with that, if you find this interesting or useful, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.